let's talk about this little carpet, like furniture cleaner. So I actually just bought this. I've been looking for one and I thought the price seemed really good for this one, and it has lots of different options on it. So let's say what we really want to know, and I will show you a quick video. I have some bar stools that are white and have been like trashed by my children. So let's see if this can take care of those. Okay, so this is that lovely white kitchen chair with chocolate, crumbs, all kinds of stuff because my kids eat breakfast here, and we're going to use this to take care of it. We're going to turn it on here, and that's all it takes, and you're going to be able to hear the noise a little bit here in the back. And now we are just going to get this going. So all you need to do is, there's the brush right there, and at the top, that part's like suctioning kind of any extra junk or water, whatever you have going. And so we are going to spray some water. So we're going to use that little lever down there and spray it, especially right on like the chocolate, the stains, whatever this is, and push hard, I would recommend here. Okay, so you obviously don't want to hurt your fabric, but give it some push, give it a little gusto, because that is what it needs. I'll show you in a minute how this like sucks the water up, that it actually sprays on there, so we can help get this thing clean and take care of all those pieces. Now this is kind of a hard piece to show because these are kind of like a velvet, right? So you push them one way and it looks a little darker, you push it the other way and it's clearer, but this is doing awesome. Okay, right here, look at the head of this sucking up that gross dirt. Look at the water in here, super gross, and it is looking so much better already. You guys aren't going to believe this. Okay guys, so this is that same chair, and look at how much better it looks. It is so much better. We do have a little like, I don't know what this is, something here that I need to scrub off, but all of those other like stains, the chocolate, everything is off of here, and it looks so much better. Just a moment here for the before and the after. The after is obviously this little picture on this right, way better. You guys love it. Now a couple other things you want to know about this is, weight wise, it is not like overly heavy. You can see I'm able to kind of lift it, and all of it, cord, everything, pretty easily in one hand. Obviously this is going to get a little bit heavier once we put water in here, but right now it's pretty easy to lift, move around. Cord length, it does have a really long cord and comes with one of these like nice little cord things attached, so you're able to just wrap this all up pretty easily for storage. There is not a great spot on here to store the cord with it, so you will just kind of have to like plop it on the top. The hose though does wrap around this bottom part really nice and actually just like lifts off here, so you can see right underneath here is where it wraps. So you wrap that cord around and then can store it right here. Now, super simple. I love that it doesn't have like a ton of buttons to it. Basically, you just have your like on switch here and your off switch. Okay, so once you have everything in here, here's your water container, and this just slips right in here, really easy, and pushes down. Okay, so don't lift it by this, or you're not going to lift up the whole thing. But if you want to lift this off, you can grab the handle here, and it shows you your max fill. So to open this up, all you have to do is grab here, and you're going to take this part, fill this with water and any solution. It does come with some solution as well, which is nice. So you'll have to do some measuring there if you want to use that. Fill it up to the max line. And then over here is where your dirty water is going to go. So you'll put this on, and then all you have to do is just reattach this, push it down until you hear that snap, and then you're good to go. You're going to plug it in, you're going to turn it on, and then this part's like ready to vacuum and go. Now for this, pushing this little button back here will release this top part, and you can add, there's a different attachment that comes with it, but we're going to use this one for now. And then right here is going to control like your spray. Okay, so this is where your water spray is going to come from, and you're able to kind of, whoops, get whatever you're doing more clean that way. So let's test this out. Here are the bristles too on this. You can see that they're pretty stiff and should work hopefully pretty well. This is another little attachment piece that comes. So if you wanted to use this one, you can see it's kind of softer on this side, like a microfiber, and then more of like a, I don't know, plasticky on this side. So I think we can just pop this part off to change that, and then we're just going to pull this, and then you have options. Okay, so there's a backside. This one's more like a rubbery. They can move a little bit more. And then, like I said, you have these two options as well. And any of these can just fit. Get that out of the way. Right here, you just push it on, snap it in, and go. So I love that it comes with all of those different options. I am going to go with this one to start with. So easy enough. Just snap that piece on, put the top cover on. There we go. And you're good to go. It does also come with this little piece, and this is like a self-cleaner. So I assume this is where we would pull this off, and then you're just going to put this on here, and that will self-clean. Okay, and because everybody loves a good gross after, this is the water after I clean that first chair. Oh my gosh, look at this. This brown, muddy stuff. You can just dump this out down your sink. Look at this. Gross. Obviously, it's working fantastic. One more dried spot of chocolate, I think, right here. Who knows how long that's been there. Let's see if we can take care of it. And that spot is obviously a little wet still, but I am not seeing any of the chocolate, so that's great. This brush head got really dirty, yikes. So we are just gonna pull this off, and I'll end up rinsing this piece. But then I'm also gonna remove this part here and stick this little cleaning head right on here and attach that way. And then I'm gonna push the little button here. And that is it. That's all you have to do for it to start shooting water and self-cleaning in this little spot. Makes it super simple. Hope this was helpful.